Good morning, everyone. So today is the day after the full moon. It is the 28th, no, the 29th, I think. And so I want to go down to the park because for the last week or so, I've been getting, in my tarot readings, I've been getting a message to say, it's saying go down to some type of body of water, go down to a river, go down to a lake, and meditate. And so that's what I'm going to do. I keep getting this feeling like that's something I should be doing. So today we're going to go do that. First, I want to get an offering. So for my offerings, I have this, I would get those stones that you can get at like those tourist shops or those different shops where they have like the big case or the big like chest of stones. Or like I use just like cheap stones. I don't use any of my expensive ones. So today I usually pick from this thing. I'm going to take a African green opal and this purple stone, which is obviously some type of dyed stone. I don't know what it is, but we're going to take these two. And the other day, yesterday, it rained horribly all day, and there was like a lot of flash flooding in this area. So, and I'm also going to be answering some questions that you guys asked me on our walk. So let's start with the first question. How to get going after seasonal depression? Okay, get outside. Go get some sun. Sit in it. Do some work or do some like yard work or something like that. You can do some exercising, go on walks, meditation. You can, really the best thing you can do for something like that is watch how you talk to yourself. Watch the things that go through your mind and watch how you talk about yourself to other people. You guys don't know how important that is. It affects you so much. Like your internal dialogue and your internal monologue and everything really affects your day-to-day. It affects how you perceive things. It affects how things affect you. It is so important, and I never knew how important it was to, watch things like that. I just never thought of it. It's super important, you guys. It changes things. If you can catch yourself when you're having a bad thought and replace it with something you're grateful for, over time it gets easier. Over time you can do it very easily, no problem. That's the best advice I can give somebody suffering with seasonal depression. I suffer with seasonal depression as well. And the best thing that helps me besides how I talk to myself is getting outside, getting some sun, getting some type of exercise, something like that. I gotta show you guys this. Look at this itty bitty pocket knife. On guard. Okay, so my nose is freaking running again. Surprise, surprise. You know what I think it's from? I honestly think it's from the years of drug use, because I used to snort cocaine and I used to snort meth. I have snorted meth. I didn't do it regularly, but like I have done it before. Snorting pills. Like I've been snorting things up the right side of my nose, which is the one that's always clogged, for years, you guys. Like, so I honestly think that's why my nose is always clogged. All right, let's get going because it's hot in here. One thing I got to do before I go is put some food in the bird feeder. So let me do that real quick. Turn you guys around so you can see me. I'll just bring you with me. Trash is coming today. I should have brought the trash out. I got the birds one of these picnic table feeders. I think they're so cute. Okay. So let's go down to the park. Okay, so let's see the next question. Next question is, what are my plans after school? So, well, I'm hoping to be a perpetual student for a while. I don't really have any plans for after school. I do hope to, we'll see, my ultimate goal, you know, for when I'm like older and everything, or even if it's sooner, my ultimate goal is to have my own witchy apothecary store that sells plants, which is why I'm like, you know, trying to figure out a bunch of knowledge about plants, and teaching myself stuff like that. I don't make plans because I'm bad at keeping them, and they give me anxiety. So I kind of just float through life. I've never been a type of person who plans. It's just not in me to plan, because one, I start to overthink things when I plan. Like even if I have an appointment, you guys, I will overthink it until I talk myself out of it. And it's something that I really got to get better and stop doing. But yeah, I don't plan. I don't have plans. I'm open to a lot. Open to most things. But I don't make plans, you guys. You guys have to see this tree. Look at this glorious tree. Isn't that so pretty? Hold on. Let's go over here. Look at that. Let's see if the park is still flooded. We could see the park from up here. Oh, it's not as bad as it was yesterday. Yesterday there was, so you could see the water in the road. It sure does smell like spring. You can smell them spring onions. Oh, look, is this a redbud tree? Yeah, this is a redbud tree, look. Oh, cool. That tree is so pretty. Is this a redbud tree too? Yeah, these are both redbuds. Huh, I never noticed those. Look at these though. Are these dogwoods? I'm not sure, but they are freaking beautiful. I'm gonna take a picture real quick. Okay, I took a picture and it was really pretty. I'll put it on my Instagram so you guys can see it. It's really chilly out here this morning. It has been pretty warm. But today it's kind of cold. So back here, this is the road I was walking on in that video. I was filming at night. So I want to tell you guys about an experience I had. So I just bought a new dryer, and you know, I had it delivered. This man and woman came and delivered it to my house. Well, when you walk into my back room, if you're a witch, you automatically know I'm a witch. You can feel it, you can sense it, you can see it. And so this woman comes into the house, and you know, my dryer and everything goes in the back room. And so she comes in, and the first thing she sees before she sees anything, any of my magical things like that, she sees my big dream catcher that I had made from the grapevine. And she said, "Oh wow, you've put your energy into that for a while." And I said, "Yeah, I have." And we started talking, and you know, come to find out, she follows Hecate like I do. And for a while, I had been getting a message through tarot that somebody was going to come into my life. I was going to get some kind of messenger, somebody who personifies pentacles. And she did. She very much did. But yeah, it was just strange. It was strange how those, well, it's not even a coincidence. It's just the timing was right, I guess, you know, because she had been getting a message that she needed to find her sister, you know, her sister in practice and all that. Of course, she lives in Greenville, so I gave her my phone number, and I told her, I said, well, we can hang out, you know, I'm open to that. But it was just an interesting experience. So let me get on to the next question. If I were to move, where would I go? Okay, there's two places, or a couple places I would want to move to. I really want to move to Massachusetts. Not so much Salem, but the surrounding area. Because I do have ancestors from that region. Or I would want to move somewhere out west. I do really love Colorado, but I don't know. I've lived in Utah. I wish I could move back to Alaska. Really, a place I would like to move in Alaska is the southeast of Alaska, like Ketchikan or Sitka. Those places are so beautiful. And I have, like, the best memories from my childhood are from those two places. Well, not so much Sitka, but Ketchikan. I've got a lot of good memories from Ketchikan. Like, the best memories of my childhood are in Ketchikan. Let me show you guys what it looks like here. You see these trees blooming. Flowers all over the ground. Yeah, just yesterday this whole park was underwater. All the way up to that old war thing. Look at, you can see where all the water washed away all this gravel. Good God. Flowers look really pretty though. So I wanted to come down here and pull a tarot card for us because it is full moon. I didn't really sleep last night. Well, it's usually the day before the full moon and the new moon, the day of and the day after is the times I can't sleep. Look how high this creek is, you guys. Holy shit. Can you believe it? You can see the steam starting to rise from the warming up. But you can see, like, there's frost on the freaking ground. It's beautiful. I'm gonna find a place to set up so I can read some tarot cards. Oh man, that is super high. This whole, so the most of the park over here still has a bunch of water all over it. Maybe we can get to one of those tables over there. And so this is the spot I usually come down into to look for hagstones. The best thing about the river being high and everything, though, is that things get displaced and more hagstones get revealed. Look at it all. I really like to take pictures of puddles so it looks like it's kind of like another portal to a different world. Gotta be careful, because if I slip, bitch, I'm going under. Even though I'll be like Little John on Robin Hood. I can't swim. I can't swim. And it's like 2 feet of water, or not even 2 inches of water. I wonder if that side over there is underwater still. Let's go look. Oh man, it's all mucky. I should have worn my freaking boots. Ooh, mud. Muddy, 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 muddy. So let's go over there to those tables, and I will read us some cards. Oh my God, look at this. Dang. That ruined it. That got ruined. Woo. See, look at this. What is this? Oh, it's the thing for the middle of the road. Oh man. That's pretty bad. But I bet you can find some cool freaking stones down in there. So I'm going to go, let's go over here. Oh look, there's some Canadian geese over there. So cute. Okay. Let me go on this side. Guys, I'm so sorry my nose is running. I know it probably bothers you guys. I'm gonna blow it here in a second though. Okay, I don't want to sit on any spider webs. Okay, let me blow my nose real quick so I'm not sniffing the whole time. Okay, here's a good spot. So, take us a deep breath. Guides, spirit guides, higher self, angels. Give me some advice to give to my subscribers on this day. Where to hold our minds, what to hold in our thoughts, how to be the best for ourselves, what should we hold in our minds when things get tough, what is a message the collective needs to hear. Send me a message that the collective needs to hear. Now I can see my breath. Okay. So I read reverse cards. I know a lot of tarot readers do not read reverse cards. The way I interpret reversed cards is the energy leaving the situation, or it's lessening its force against you, or it could mean you're internalizing things that you need to be letting out. So the first one we got is the Seven of Swords reversed. Now don't feel intimidated and don't feel or the Seven of Wands reversed, I'm sorry. Don't feel like you have to be a tarot reader, you have to like know everything off the top of your head. There is there's literally nothing wrong with referring to a book, okay? I have been reading tarot cards for many, many years, and I still refer to my books. A lot of tarot readers, they get prideful, or they have this preconceived notion in their minds that they have to intuitively read the cards every single time, or they're not a legitimate tarot reader. I don't feel that way. I don't think there's anything wrong with checking up on what you know and refreshing yourself and refreshing things that you may already know. Okay. Seven of Wands. At first sight, it appears to be about fighting and dispute. On the other hand, Seven of Wands could belong to the figure. This card is also an image of achieving a new level in hecticness, in a struggle within ourselves or with others, or by leaving the past behind and planting a new crop. The card for working with energy. When we grasp what is happening, we have a chance to develop, achieve new heights, and delve deeper into the depths. That is an encouragement to let one's personality grow and one's light out from under the bushel. But when we only grasp what we already hold in our hands and nothing more, the image is warning against blockages, unnecessary resistance, and being a victim. Burn your boats when you have reached the shore. Facts can be altered by what you do. The fact of the matter is that you matter, and that is a fact. Overactivity and pushiness are of no help at the moment. The important thing is carefully directed, unhurried effort on a new level. All things grow, and what grows develops in stages. That is what it's about in love at the moment. You are on a path of progress. You learn more and more how to cope with bigger tasks and different kinds of energy. So, this is pretty much telling you to, if you're having a lot of struggles in your life right now, if you're having a lot of heartache, if you're going through a lot, check to see if it's not just your perspective. Check to see if it's not just your attitude towards the situation. Check to see if, say, there's another person involved. Check to see how they really feel. A lot of the time when we are acting out of fear, we display that in anger. You know, a fear presents itself in a lot of different situations, and it presents itself in a lot of different ways. You know, it could be a fear of like lacking, or fear of achieving something different, fear of changing who you are, fear of setting up boundaries. All of those things, when you really check to see why something bothers you so much, it usually depends on like how that same situation has brought pain to you in the past. So be a little less stop looking for the bad in every situation. Stop always being prepared for a fight, and instead look at life through different lens. You know, really get to know yourself and figure out why things upset you, why certain things make you upset, why things make you sad, mad, angry. It doesn't matter. Like, you have to really get to know yourself. And a lot of times you could be living in fear and you don't even know it. I was living in fear for most of my 20s, and I didn't even realize it, you guys. I was doing so many things out of fear. I was being possessive in my relationships. I was being jealous. I was being overbearing. Because I was scared of losing those things. I was scared of losing that love. I was scared of losing that security. And so I acted out in ways that were not in line with my character. 10 of Swords reversed. A scene in which the seed of the mind comes to fruition, for good or for evil. In a negative sense, the swords are always the weapons of the intellect. In a negative sense, the swords, as the weapons of intellect, are always representative of the destructive mind, of alienation from nature. This injurious aspect of the swords culminates here in this card. The positive side, as the peak of cognition, the card does not portray a wise man, guru, or philosophical ruler on his throne. On the contrary, the image heralds the end of idols and idolatry. It is as it is, says love. The road goes on beyond the horizon. Call a halt to the old ways. New possibilities, new paths are waiting. If you meet the Buddha on your way, kill him. The mental victory over idols and examples, nothing from the past can fully prepare you for what is to come. Something new is afoot in love and relationships too. Be careful about drawing conclusions too quickly. You will achieve most with peace of mind and presence of mind. Take a couple deep breaths. So really try to stay in the moment. Life passes you by super quickly when you are on autopilot, when you are always just, have your head down and not trying to, cause any problems, but at the detriment usually to your soul. If something is bothering you, if something is festering inside of you, let it, release it. Do something to release it. Do a journal exercise, then burn it. Do something to release that trauma. Cry if you haven't cried in a long time. Get angry, yell, scream, do something. But try to, like I said before, look at your reactions to things. Look at and find the root of those reactions. Find the root of that hurt, because it 100% of the time is rooted in your childhood. It's rooted in things that you have been told don't matter. It's rooted in things that you have been told that you need to get over, that you're an adult now, get over it. Listen, your childhood affects literally every single facet of who you are. And if you had a horrible childhood and suffered trauma after trauma after trauma, you are going to look for those things in life. You're going to naturally look for the bad. You're going to expect it. And then when it comes, you're going to be like, there it is. Expect something new. Learn to trust yourself. Learn to listen to your intuition. Trust that you know what you need and you know what's best for you. Then the last card is the Empress. The term the Empress is redolent with royalty and majesty and sovereignty. She also stands for the great goddess of antiquity, the threefold deity of Christianity and other religions. For the mother of God, such as Isis and Mary, and not least for the goddess of love, variously named Aphrodite or Venus. Finally, the card is a mirror of one's own femininity and men's female aspects. She reflects one's personal experiences as a woman and or with women, the inheritance of the mother, grandmother, and all female ancestors, the enjoyment of the sense and sensuality. Take responsibility for your own well-being, take care of yourself, and ban false goddesses from your life. For your well-being, invent rules that are good for you and stick to them. When we love and are loved, our personal nature comes into bloom. Where sense and sensibility are given a chance to develop, love can grow, and with it, the beauty of being. The key, clarity, naturalness, and satisfaction. So, like I've just been saying, you guys, get in touch with who you are. Figure out the things that hold you back. The biases you hold, the injustices that make you upset, the things that really get to you and make you act out of character. All of those things can be healed. You just have to find the root cause of it. You have to get honest with yourself, quit running from your true nature, and accept the shadow part of yourself, because we all have a shadow aspect. And when you can accept the negative things about who you are and your personality, you get a great sense of relief. And like it says, you bloom. Your personality blooms and blossoms when you accept yourself for all that you are, good and bad. Because just because it may be called bad doesn't mean it's negative. It's just a different facet of your personality. There's nothing wrong with it. I love you guys very much, and I'm always here rooting for every single one of you. And I hope that these messages that, come to me through the cards and through my own intuition really help you guys, because that's really what I want to do. I want to help you guys alchemize your pain and your traumas and turn them into the greatest aspects of yourself, and turn them, all your pain and suffering, into strength and motivation. If you can look at your life in a different way than you have been looking at it, and you can see people for who they are and see situations for what they are, you really can take charge of your life from that point. Don't be misguided by ideals and idolizations and people's potential. If somebody shows you who they are the first time, believe them. You know, learn to trust in that way. Trust that people aren't bullshitting you with who they are. Trust that if somebody fucks you over once, they're only waiting to fuck you over again. You know, don't give people so many chances to hurt you. Don't give people room in your life if they don't sit right with you. If something bothers you and somebody bothers you, speak it, you know, say it to them. Say it. You can, there's a thing called tact where you can say awful things to people in a way that doesn't feel like you're attacking them, you know? If you come out with the whole, I feel this way because you do this. Don't point the blame. Don't point the finger. You know, a lot of situations in your life are that way because you are complacent or you are too afraid to say anything. If you feel off about a situation, speak on it immediately. Don't let it fester within you. Don't let people's behaviors continue to go on if it's not something you agree with. I hope this helps somebody, and I hope it reaches somebody. I hope you guys are all doing well. Happy full moon. Spring is here. You know, breathe new life into your life. Breathe new life into who you are. Learn a new skill, read something, do something different, be different. You're allowed to be different. You don't have to be the person everybody knows you to be. You don't have to display the behaviors you've always displayed. You don't have to do the things you've always done. It's all up to you. It really is. This life is what you make of it. And if you are constantly looking for the bad, that's all you're going to get. If you're constantly waiting for that disappointing moment, it's always going to show up. But if you put your faith and your heart into something positive, into bettering yourself, into picking up a new hobby and picking up a new skill, if you can do something like that, it breeds self-confidence, which then opens the door to many other things. You guys, my toes are like ice. And my shoes are dirty, so I'm gonna get my ass back home and start my day. I love you very much. I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.